tremendous looking trophy.
Hello and welcome to number one PlayStation podcast in the Oceanias. My name's Tom Blight. Joining me, as always, Ashley Hobley.
Hey John, I'm excited to be here. Game Awards week.
Game Awards week. Death Stranding 2.
Team PlayStation, take all the awards.
I mean, probably. It's not really a fight between any consoles. It's just a fight between PlayStation and Bandai Namco, I guess. So coming into that, Hideo Kojima did post some little bunch of logos thing during the week. Did you see that?
I did.
Don't know what it means, but
no.
You still reckon
Very intricate logos. It's not like just random. It's not like emojis.
No.
You're like, oh, I can figure this out. No, it seems like these are real things.
Yeah, like part
but
of
not real things.
Part of the universe or whatever. But how are you feeling? Like, a couple days out, we're recording this post tomorrow, so by the time this post is 2 days to the Game Awards, 48 hours basically. Death Stranding 2 or not Death Stranding 2? I'll give you like two options.
I think not Death Stranding 2.
All right, I'm going with Death Stranding 2 solely because I want it to be.
Yeah.
You know? So
that's a good reason.
It's a good enough reason. I want to vote with my heart, which always works out well for me. Not a whole lot to talk about this week, surprisingly, considering the Game Awards on this week, and it's heading towards the end of the year, but a few stories to go over. Of course, welcome to November. I mean, December. Fuck, I'm going
December.
PlayStation Plus monthly games. So, for the month of December, you will have access to Divine Knockout Founders Edition. Whatever this is. Mass Effect Legendary Edition. They're both PS4. PS4, PS5 Divine Knockout, and then PS4 is Mass Effect. Then Biomutant, PS4, PS5. That's your PlayStation Plus games this month. How do you feel about those?
Yeah, pretty solid. I mean, Mass Effect is a massive collection that'll probably keep people busy the entire month if they want to dive into that or re-dive into that. Biomutant's a game that looked interesting. I can't remember. You didn't love?
Oh, it was just buggy.
It was just buggy. So by now,
I still enjoyed playing it, but it's just in a way where I'm it's hard to.
Yeah. So now might be the best time to jump into Biomutant, and then this Divine Knockout looks like a third-person platform fighter. So imagine Smash Brothers, but in third person.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a launch with PS Plus.
I'm just looking at it now because I haven't really paid much attention. Yeah, it does. I mean, that's probably the easiest way to describe it. Like, they're building up percentage bars towards knockouts and everything. Yeah. You're right. It's literally just Smash Bros, but third person roller with Smash Bros. Yeah. With a bunch of non-property. It's just a bunch of new characters.
It's smart.
Yeah. Even jumping off the edge here, juggling characters. Anyway, what's your pick for the month?
I mean, Mass Effect probably.
Yeah, Mass Effect. Mass Effect. If you haven't played it, obviously,
is this a hint at they're going to announce the next Mass Effect game at the Game Awards, and that's why they're releasing it here.
I mean, they already said they're doing it, right? It's just
they're going to give their little hint or whatever.
No. If they start
probably not, because they've already announced some. EA has already got one major announcement.
They need to put out Dragon Age before they that's coming out before this.
Is it though?
So it should, because they've been working on it for years.
Should, but will it though?
I hope so. They put out a small teaser.
Will they give people a title or a tease before?
They put out a teaser of Dragon Age 2 days ago.
Mass Effect is what I'm saying.
Oh, Mass Effect. They did put out a tease on Mass Effect Day last month.
Yeah.
They put out.
Hey, this was called. This is working on it.
No one will care. They just want to know.
But no, probably, yeah. They just confirmed that Jedi Survivor is going to be
at the
Game Awards. So
it's probably the one game. I just quickly run down this list mainly for one game that's at the end of it. But PlayStation Blog did an indie highlights coming to PlayStation this month. They just run down a list here. So you've got Hello Neighbor 2, Shredders. Bloody, it's Cool Borders snowboarding, everyone. Sky Children of Light finally comes to consoles. That was like an Apple arcade game. Forest Quartlet and Neon White, which is the one that most people are excited about because that was a Switch and PC exclusive up until next week.
Now.
I really I still want to play it. I highly doubt I will play it anytime soon, but for people who don't know, this is we got really good reviews and everything. It's like a first person shooter
sitting at an 89% on OpenCritic.
Yeah. First person shooter
equal 5th best scoring game of the year.
First person shooter with cards and anime stuff, I think.
Yep.
Platforming? I know, it's hard to describe. And obviously I haven't played it, but everyone seems to love it, so. A lot of people were happy that got announced. It was coming to PlayStation this month, so that's cool. God of War
should have done it earlier, like before a lot of these Game of the Year awards were starting to be.
Probably they should have.
Probably done, but that's just how the cookie crumbles.
I saw IGN put up their nominees or whatever today, and I was like,
that on the other hand, if all these Game Awards still give it a Game of the Year because it was on, or like,
yeah, well, it's not ineligible.
It
was on PC. It wasn't like it was just on Switch. Like there was a player base.
That's true.
Yeah, it was PC.
But if there's a nice push, then there'll be enough buzz for it to sell pretty well.
God of War Ragnarok finally got photo mode added in today, which is really cool. Something I definitely wish that I'd had access to when I was playing it, just because taking screenshots of all these really beautiful moments, and just slightly wishing I could, off center or get rid of the character. I don't know. But
just let me pull the camera out.
Yes,
the characters are staring out at some beautiful vista or something.
Yeah, something like that. So you'll now be able to do all that. So the features of the God of War Ragnarok photo mode are you can apply expressions to Kratos, Atreus, Freya, Brock, Sindri, Tyr, and Angrboda, Thor, and Fud. You can hide main or side characters in a scene, which I guess is good, especially if you want to keep like spoilers out of really beautiful moments and take characters out, sort of thing. Can adjust camera controls with field of view, focal length, camera roll, adjust shutter speed, all these sorts of usual things. Film grain, exposure, change all that, add field density, fine controls for vibrance, saturation, apply vignettes, borders, and logos. So the rest is your pretty typical stuff. But definitely if you're only getting around to playing God of War Ragnarok after or during Christmas, you're going to have a much better time. I think they have the photo modes in there because, it's a very beautiful game, obviously. Even if just for yourself, you want to take those screenshots.
Yeah.
Take those screenshots.
And you get some beautiful ones. Yeah.
Hit me. Have you touched it since the release of Marvel's Midnight Suns?
No.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Just thought I would clarify.
Midnight Suns, it's a big game. I'm playing it, obviously I'm reviewing it for the site, so, that's been priority. But also it's been very addictive.
It was a test.
Been up late several nights going, no, just one more mission.
You're still liking it?
So I'm loving it, yeah.
Okay, good. If you want to hear our interesting discussion that we had about Marvel's Midnight Suns, check out this Monday's episode of Arcade Couch because even someone at work's playing it was telling me he's like 10 hours in and he's kind of sick of it now. So because of
the social element.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting because if that's going to be the make or break for a lot of people.
Yeah,
I think once you get about 4 or 5 hours in, it definitely feels more like XCOM than it did at the start. Like, I see the structure of XCOM in here, whether it's the missions or the different upgrade systems and all that, but and the picking missions and that kind of stuff. But all that social aspects is super interesting. Some of the Avengers and Midnight Summers just started a book club.
Nice.
Okay, so it's Blade, Captain Marvel, and Captain America. And we just talked about The Art of War by Susan.
Okay.
Breaking it down. So that's kind of just content you can look forward to.
See, I actually feel like I would like it because it's superheroes doing non-superhero things, which is kind of what I like. If you just want superheroes punching people, that's like not I get bored of very quickly.
Yeah.
So.
It also popped because Captain Marvel at one point, she's like working on this supercomputer that's running like Hydra, trying to crack Hydra Intel. She's like, do you reckon Tony will care if I put XCOM on here?
Oh, wow.
Just for the strategy. I got to keep myself sharp. Very funny.
One final game news story until we get to the main topic, I guess, of this week's episode. But just wanted to shout out. So Monster Hunter Rise is coming to Xbox and PlayStation, but of course, the main thing we care about is PlayStation. This is the one that came out on Switch last year.
I think it was this year.
Oh, hold on. Let me double check. I have it in this article somewhere.
I want to say it's January, right?
No, it came out on Switch 2021 and came out on PC at the start of this year.
Sure.
But yeah, I played it on Switch there for a while. Really, really enjoyed it. Maybe I'll jump in on PlayStation as well. Probably wouldn't ever finish it because it's a big game or whatever. But I feel like this is the one, as someone who's like doesn't have a lot of Monster Hunter experience. I found this game very like sort of
easy to get into.
It's user friendly. It's not Monster Hunter World where it's a massive giant world to explore, and you have to do a lot of like particular crafting of things to take down the right monsters and stuff like that. This one there's a hub town. You come back there between missions, or else you just set out to a particular location. They're biomes, so they're like the largish. They're not super large, but largish areas where you can do your missions. But you can also do them with friends. So there's the multiplayer portions to this as well. Yeah, I would suggest if you're looking for a Monster Hunter game, that would be a good place to start. This is coming out on January 20th, 2023. So good year for like sort of Monster Hunter, but not super hardcore next year because you got this, and then you've got that the EA one as well next year. That's out in February, I think. Fuck's that called? The one I did the preview thing for. Fuck that one. Anyway. That one. You know the one I mean. That one. That's right. That one. Earlier this week, HBO did release... Sorry, last week even. Earlier last week.
It was over the weekend.
Yeah, over the weekend. You know what? At some point in the past... hours, days.
What does time matter?
What does time mean?
Time zone, different time zones, daylight savings is all fucked anyway, so why bother?
You're in a different time to me. This child's released in different times for us, Anyway, sometime in the past of history, Last of Us trailer was released for the HBO series that is coming to binge, of course, on January 16th. HBO in America. This is our first, like, sort of proper trailer, like the trailer that will get people interested who are like us, who know the games, but also the one that they'll be obviously hoping to play during adverts on stuff and get people down who don't know anything about the game. You can spot nearly everyone in the trailer. Like, obviously, you have Joel, Ellie, you have Sarah in there, you have Bill in there, 2 Australian actors. You got Anna Torv as Tess, Murray Bartlett as Frank. Shout out to the White Lotus. Season 2's got 1 episode left. It's fucking awesome. Also...
He's not in it, right?
Who? No, he's not in it.
He's not in it.
He's not in the second season, but shout out to the White Lotus. He was in the first season. He was very good at it. What do you think of the trailer?
Really great trailer, I think it really works as someone who is familiar with the games, but then I think it will also work for people who aren't familiar with the games. Just a lot of the imagery is very beautiful, and it's going to be very appealing, and I think there's just enough charm and gruff there to get people interested. Obviously, having Pedro on board, it'll be like I'm sure that's like a big tick for a lot of people. But yeah, I think it was a really well put together trailer. A lot of key moments. I think the thing that struck me about this trailer was, wow, they might be covering the entire game during this season, which I wasn't sure if they were going to do or not. But it seems like, that's something they might be doing.
Yeah, it does look like they're covering the entire first game in the first season, which is it does make sense. I mean, like, you could definitely stretch it out to, like, I'd say 2 seasons, no more than 2, without, like, feeling like they're adding too much.
Yeah.
But the interesting part is the fact that they're managing to... We know they're adding characters to this, and they're adding locations they're going to stop at on the road
Just
trip.
swapping some stuff around and that kind of stuff. Yeah.
But they're still going to do the entire. It looks like they're still going to do the entire first game. So, just makes me wonder what the future plans are. Do you then?
Is it a miniseries? You're going to wait 10 years to see? Wait 3 years for
what's her name? The girl.
Her to break.
Yeah, Bella Ramsey.
Bella Ramsey to age up. Yeah.
Well, I can't remember how long The Last of Us Part 2 is after The Last of Us. What? It's like 3-4 years or something. I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's a couple of years. By the time this is out, they've already been filming it for like 2 years. So,
you go back, you just film that one museum sequence, and then you wait another couple of years, and then
imagine if we find out that they've already filmed that, like down the line or some shit. How crazy would that be? I thought it was a fantastic trailer, of course. Really, really looking. I'm super excited for this. Obviously, The Last of Us. I'm on the side of history saying they're both some of the best games of all time. Like I love 1 and 2. So I'm super excited for this from that point of view, but also just from the fact that it's like it's from the guy who did Chernobyl, which loved as well. Just from that point of view, also, it's like here's what he's doing next, sort of thing. So there's two aspects for me of excitement behind this. But it looks like they've put a lot of money into this. Obviously, it looks like really beautiful. These great sets and locations and all the different seasons and whatever else that's happening throughout this. It looks really good. Not too many clickers in the trailer though. Not to say that's a bad thing, but I did find it interesting. The trailer is very much like is setting the tone. Just
teasing.
This is a character focused thing with like these things are in the background, which is the same as the game. But I was wondering how they would promote it, if they would try and promote it more towards, I guess, the Walking Dead audience and have more zombies,
more action-ish.
That sort of stuff happening, but not based on this. When I wrote the piece for the website, I originally didn't know this, but because I just said, like Jolie, Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson are apparently going to be in this somewhere, blah 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 blah, and I never realized, but after that on Twitter,
they're in it.
They're in the trailer. I didn't realize it was actually them, but there's a scene where Ashley Johnson is. People are presuming it's playing Ellie's mum, which I guess is like very metaphorical because then she's given birth to the character literally, which is kind of cool. And then Troy.
I don't think it will be.
What are you thinking? It's just some random woman.
I think it'll just a lady giving birth, in the apocalypse.
It's kind of boring. Yeah, kind of boring. I'll be like that.
Why would you flash? I know. Why would you flash back to Ellie's birth?
Why not?
Because there was no witnesses, right?
Her mum was a firefighter. Spoilers. Why can't they expand on that? We always thought that was going to be a big part expanded on in Last of Us Part 2, but it never actually did. So I don't know. Just saying. And Troy Baker is playing one of I can't remember the bad guy's name, but
David.
David, yeah, one of David's goons. I guess.
Oh, so Ashley Johnson gets to be Elle's mum, but David's got Troy Baker's got to be some random, cannibal dude. Spoilers.
He probably just asked to play bad guy, to be honest. Maybe. No spotting of. I can't remember her name. From Yellow Jackets. Her character's not in this trailer.
Melanie Lewinsky.
Yeah. Do you get to see, of course, flashes to the Left Behind DLC? That's really cool to see. And I still think, are we still saying that's going to be a flashback? Like the same time it happens at the game?
Seems like it's impossible to tell. No, because that's where she gets bit, right?
That's where she gets bit. Spoilers, yeah.
So it could be just a flashback.
Yeah. So I still think that you just flash back where it fits in, which is since we're just spoiling the whole fucking thing at this stage, we keep saying spoilers every 2 minutes. It's like after between Joel falling out the fucking window and the winter stuff, you have the flashback. That's because that's where I wanted them to add it in the Last of Us Part 1 remaster, but they never did. They left it on the main menu as an optional thing. Come on. Why are you doing this? Anything else?
Very beautiful. Like I said, some of the just a lot of the cityscape shots look fantastic. Whether it's them walking down the main street, to the museum or court. I can't remember which one it is.
Museum,
I think. Yeah. Like that's out of the game, and then them walking along the rooftop. Like those are incredible shots. Like, especially given that they've had to digitally alter like a lot of the buildings. Probably the whole thing is on a set. You know, it's all CG except for them. But I thought that looked super impressive. I love Bella Ramsey's little moment of pretending to go into being a clicker.
Very Ellie. Very Ellie moment.
Really, Ellie. Yeah, a lot of fun.
Really cool. What are you giving it?
2 thumbs up. Oh yeah, and then it ends with the freaking bloater at the
Bloater at the end, yeah. Teaser with bloater showdown.
just coming, just walking out of the fire.
Double thumbs up from me too. Our poll on Twitter got 50% double thumbs up, 1 up, 1 down. But
well, I mean, I don't want to throw you under the bus or anything, but you did fuck up the poll.
What did I?
Just read the
Double
options.
Thumbs up, 1 up, 1 down. Double thumbs down. Double thumbs down. Fuck! Yeah, everyone knows what I mean. Everyone knows it's at the top. It's double thumbs up. Come on, no one heard that, right? Come on, add an edit button, Elon. What are you doing?
I blame Elon Musk.
I blame Elon Musk for anything these days. I don't fucking care. My potatoes went off. Elon.
Elon fucking my potatoes.
All right, that'll do it for this week's episode of Platinum Explosion. Of course, let us know any comments, questions, concerns, what your thoughts are on The Last of Us HBO series trailer on the Twitters and the Discord. ExplosionNetwork.com/Twitter, ExplosionNetwork.com/Discord takes you to either of those places. If you like the episode and want to show us some Christmas love, ExplosionNetwork.com/support takes you to our Ko-fi page. You can donate as little as $1. And until next week, remember, every trophy counts. Look forward to talking about Death Stranding 2 next week.
Or Spider-Man, hopefully.